people of the internet. We are going to do a Q&A video.
Yes, we asked you guys questions a little while back. So we have a bunch of your questions. There were a lot of them, so we're not going to be able to get to all of them, but we'll try to answer as many as we can. So we're going to get started.
Yes.
Because we are known to ramble.
You know us.
Alright, and the laptop's right in front of us, so if we're looking down, that's why. Okay. So question number 1 comes from Lynn DeRoche. Question is, any big plans for when you hit 20K subs?
No.
No,
Not
but
that
we have a big plan for 25.
Do we?
Somebody's getting his own channel.
I thought you meant like other than that.
No. If you guys have any ideas, I mean, maybe we'll have you guys send in stuff again. I don't know.
Who knows?
I haven't gotten it. I probably should start thinking about it though, but I just haven't.
Maybe when we hit 20,000, we'll do a meetup in the Chicago area.
Would anybody show up?
Those of us near us, yeah. Would you?
Would anybody show up? I don't know.
If we do, we won't do it in the city because nobody wants to deal with that stupid traffic.
No.
It'd be like out our way a little bit. So let us know. So the next question comes from Brenda M. And she said, do you like gymnastics or figure skating better?
I think that's for me because I said I did both as a kid.
You did figure skating?
Yeah.
What?
For like a year I did it. When I was really young, yes I did.
You've never told me that.
Oh.
Even when we went ice skating, you never mentioned that.
I suck at ice skating now. That is not like riding a bike. You forget.
Well, anyways.
I like gymnastics better.
Gymnastics better.
But it's only because I did gymnastics longer, I think. I mean, I didn't really have time to really grow a love for figure skating. Yeah, because I did figure skating, ballet, and gymnastics. And I like gymnastics the best, but it's probably because I had the most experience with gymnastics.
Yeah.
Liv Jacombi asks, if you could go to one country just to try the food, which country would it be and why? I have to just choose Italy because I love Italian food and I feel like having real authentic Italian, like in Italy. That's
what I was gonna say too. I've heard a lot of good things about that food.
That's probably being boring.
But
yeah.
No, from what I've heard is that true Italian food is nothing like what we have in the United States. So we'd probably eat it there and then we'd be ruined coming back here.
But I think that probably has to be mine. Because I know that I would like probably anything I ate there. So I wouldn't be scared to try things, but I know that it would be way better.
You don't want to go
I'm not very daring.
Next question comes from Kayla Didier. And she said, do you want to adopt domestically or internationally? If internationally, from what area / country? We've talked about a little bit of both.
We've talked about adopting 2 kids. Do we know if we'll adopt 2? No, but I know Ryan for sure wants to adopt from Kenya. If we do decide to do a second adoption, I wanted to adopt from the States. So we've talked about both. But I think for sure, probably our first adoption will be from Kenya.
Probably.
Yep. Next question is from Bailey Webb, and she asks, do you have any names picked out for any future kids? Or, if not picked out, just ones you like?
We do.
Yes, we do, but we are not going to tell you guys because
you have to wait.
We have to do name reveals.
Yeah, otherwise, what fun would it be?
Yeah.
Next question is from Deb Croteau, and she said, random question, when you go to Chipotle, hey, we were just there tonight. Yeah. What do you order? It looks so good. I've never eaten there, but I would love to try it. So we get white rice.
We'll get burrito.
Yeah, burrito bowl with white rice. Throw some chicken on top. Throw some mild salsa, which is like the, what's that called?
Chunky salsa? I don't know.
Nah,
it's just tomatoes.
It's like, there's a fancy
Pico de gallo?
Yes, pico de gallo. Some medium salsa on top of that.
It's very spicy.
I get like a full scoop.
I do a little bit.
A lot of sour cream, like.
A lot for you.
Okay, maybe not really that much, but a lot of sour cream, cheese, and then pack on the lettuce. And you gotta mix it up with some lemon juice, which you gotta put on yourself. And then
they have lemons like at the soda dispensers. They have lemons there. We put about 3 per bowl, I would say, if they're large.
Too bad we don't
otherwise
have that lemon over.
And chips. Don't forget the chips, and you eat it with the chips.
Yep. It's the way to do it.
Yep. Next question comes from Catherine Love, and she asks, random question, what denomination of church do you attend? We attend a Baptist church, but it's not really a traditionalist Baptist church. It's not really strict or anything like that. It's just referred to as Baptist because it's the name. So yeah, we do attend a Baptist church and we do believe in like Baptist, like baptizing and stuff like that, but it's not like as strict as a rep that most Baptist church get. Yes, sorry.
Yep. Next question comes from Claire Harding, and she says, what is your favorite Disney movie character and song?
Okay.
That was a question of the day.
Now 3 together though.
Yeah.
Favorite Disney movie of all time? I feel like it's probably gotta be Aladdin or The Little Mermaid.
You know what my favorite movie is? Disney movie? Star Wars Episode 7.
Because now it's owned by Disney, so you can say it's Disney.
Yep.
You haven't even seen it yet.
I know it hasn't come out yet,
but it's his favorite.
I know it's my favorite because it's Star Wars.
Okay. On that note, who's your favorite character? You're just gonna answer all Star Wars for Disney now, aren't you? For those of you that don't know, Disney bought Star Wars.
Yes. And they also...
But it's pretty cool because now you go to the park and Princess Leia's walking around.
That's pretty fancy.
Yeah.
Favorite character? I don't know. Lightning. Oh, no. Tomater. My favorite character. Even though I said the other one the other day.
I think my favorite character... Can I choose Baymax? Isn't that Disney?
I don't know.
Isn't that Disney Pixar?
Is it? Who made Big Hero 6?
Big Hero 6 was directed by Don Hall and Chris Williams.
Ooh, look at that. You're good.
Yeah, it's
She's
Walt
good.
Disney Animation, so I'm gonna go with Baymax.
Baymax, even though we totally answered differently the question of the day.
I can answer different ones if I want.
Mm-hmm.
And favorite song?
A
Whole New World. No.
Down.
Part of Your World. I was singing the song, I couldn't think of the name. I was waiting for that part.
Why weren't you singing it out loud?
Because I wasn't. Part of Your World. That was the song that as a kid from Little Mermaid, I used to sing over and over and over and over and over again.
All the time.
All the time. So probably that one. Okay.
That one.
From Caitlin Murphy, she asks, Ariana, what does your necklace say? My necklace says, he who holds the key can unlock my heart. Ryan is not wearing...
Who holds the key?
Who holds the key?
Who holds
No one, because you broke your necklace. Ryan broke his necklace, so currently right now, he's not wearing it, but he has a matching necklace that the key, like the key cut out in this, the key fits in it that he wears. But that's what it says.
Does a key fob count?
But my mom gave this to me when I was 16, 15, I don't remember. And then on my wedding day, she gave it to Ryan.
She did.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually, I think that part is in the reception video.
Yes, we'll link that down below if you want to see.
The next question comes from Lynn DeRocha again. And she says, what is your family 5-year goal and plan to achieve the goal?
I'm confused by your question because you said our 5-year goal, so I think about like where we'll be in 5 years, but then you said you missed us talking about relationships and communication, so you wanting to know like where we hope our relationship is at in 5 years? I don't know.
Not sure, but our 5-year goal is to be out of Illinois.
In Colorado. I'll be homeschooling Revelyn at that point.
We'll have another child or two.
We'll have another child or two.
Maybe 3 or 4, who knows?
I'm not sure about the 4. Probably not the 3. Maybe 2.
You never know.
We'll see. But mostly our biggest goal right now that we have in place in 5 years is to be out of Illinois. Most likely in Colorado. So that's our like biggest thing that we know we want to happen within 5 years. But like relationship wise and stuff like that, I don't know, there's no goal for our relationship because it's a continuous learning and working on things. It doesn't ever stop. It's not like I hope in 5 years our marriage is perfect, because that doesn't exist. You can't do that. Your marriage will never be perfect. You're constantly having to work on it. I hope that we're closer than we are now. How about that?
That works.
That works?
That works.
Alrighty. Next question is from Stephanie Miller, and she asks, do you plan on starting all of your children with the letter R like Ryan, or is Revelyn's name a coincidence? Yes and no. So her name being an R is not a coincidence, but not all of our kids' names will be R's, but they will all be A's or R's. So the next child will be an A, the child after that will be an R, and the child after that will be an A.
Well, it depends on gender too.
Well, yes. But I have a list of A's and R's for both, so.
She's thought this one through.
Yeah.
So, you know, like the Duggars have all J's.
They do?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Seriously?
I've never watched a single episode of the Duggars.
All, what is it, like 20 kids they have, all start with the letter J.
I had trouble coming up with like 5 R's and 5 A's.
I know, and that's more common than J names, right?
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but see, they still could pick like normal names. We don't like normal names, so.
True.
Dwindles are down, R's down a lot.
Dwindles R's down?
R's down, yeah. Alright.
The final question comes from Jessie Christensen, and she says, why do you guys choose that beautiful name for your daughter?
So Revelyn's name I made up. That's really the crazy explanation. I just made it up. As we've said, we like really unique names that none of our kids have, that no other kids have.
Our kids don't have those names though, guys.
We like names that no other kids or adults have. So the only way to do that is to make it up. And there's people that are like, ugh, I don't like people that make up their names or trying to be hipster. Every name was made up at some point. I hate to break it to you, but even your name was made up at some point. So, hey, in like 50 years, Revelyn could be super common. You never know.
And you know what? You started it.
I started it. But actually, I didn't, because after I came up with that name, apparently that is a name that is in Hunger Games, just in the books. I didn't read the books, so I had no idea, and it's spelled differently.
I thought it was like one of the spin-offs of the books.
Is it a spin-off?
That's what I thought.
I don't remember, but it's something to do with Hunger Games, but it's like a really small character, and so the name was made up before, but I made it up because I had never heard it.
That's gonna be it for this Q&A, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And as always, we will see your wonderful faces tomorrow.
Bye.
Can you roll over? Can you roll over?
Can you roll over?
You gotta move your arm. You gotta tuck your arm in close.
Or put it here.
Oh yeah.
Can you do it?
You can do it.